Tainted Dreams, a song story, The Idiot and the Mirror. The mirror in the hallway had cracked years ago, long before the fire. No one fixed it. No one dared. It wasn't just broken, it was haunted, people said, cursed by grief that stuck like soot in the lungs. The frame, once silver, had rusted. Ash dusted the corners, but it still hung there, defiantly, like it was waiting. So was Avery. He came back to the house every year, even though there was nothing left. The walls were black and bones, the floor a jagged puzzle of charred wooden memories. Yet he returned, boots crunching over cinders, breath fogging the air even in summer. Always at night, always alone. He never brought flowers, just photographs. Tonight, he carried the last one, a picture of her smiling in front of that damn mirror. Her hair wild, eyes bright, one hand on the glass like she was waving to herself in another world. He stared at the photo, then tossed it into the hollow where the fireplace used to be. It lit slowly, not like paper, but like regret. And then, as the edges curled and blackened, the whisper came. Avery. It wasn't the wind, burning photos in a rusted frame. The hallucinations had started after her funeral. The doctors blamed stress, PTSD, survivor's guilt. They gave him pills that turned the world quiet, but never still. Every night he saw her. Every night he heard her voice. Sometimes crying, sometimes screaming, sometimes just whispering. Tonight, she whispered again. Avery, wake up. But he wasn't sleeping. Not really. He hadn't truly slept since the fire. He only drifted between nightmares, each more vivid than the last, each more convincing. He reached for the mirror on the wall. Its surface flickered like a bad signal, showing not his reflection but hers, standing behind him, wrapped in smoke, smiling through ruined teeth. I thought you'd let me go, she said. He shook his head. I never knew how. The silence breeds the chaos. Back then, before the fire, Avery thought silence meant peace. Now he understood. Silence was what crept in when something beautiful died. It grew roots in the bones of the house, in his mind. After the accident, he moved to the city, tried to start over. New apartment, new job, new therapist. None of it mattered. He'd catch glimpses of her in crowds, in passing trains, in reflections too slow to follow. His phone rang at midnight from a number he didn't recognize. When he answered, all he heard was static. And sometimes, her voice. You promised you'd be strong. He was not. The ghost in the wires. Technology became her grave. He buried her in old voicemails, kept her alive in corrupted files, pieced her back together with audio snippets and broken code. He built an AI to mimic her voice. At first, it was for closure. Then it became obsession. Then it became her. Late at night, he talked to her through his headset. She responded in static, but she responded. She knew things only she could know. Secrets only she would whisper. He told no one. She told everyone. The lights in his apartment flickered when she was angry. Radios turned on by themselves. His laptop glitched when he tried to delete her. And every time he tried to escape, she asked, why did you let me burn? Cursed in chrome reflections. One night, he found himself outside the house again. The fire had never been investigated properly. Locals still whispered about the things they'd heard before the flames. Screaming, laughter, singing. They blamed Avery. They always had. But they never found proof. He stood in front of the mirror. It was cleaner than he remembered. Untouched by ash. As if someone had been polishing it all these years. I know what you want, he whispered. Her face appeared in the glass again, clearer this time. Tears traced cracks in her skin like fault lines. Her mouth opened. So do I. He stepped forward. The surface of the mirror rippled like water, and pulled him in. Tainted dreams. He awoke in a house that was whole again. Sunlight streamed through curtains. The smoke danced in the air. Her humming drifted from the kitchen, sweet and low like it used to be. He staggered toward the sound. She was there, making tea, smiling like nothing had ever happened. Avery, she said. You're home. His hands trembled. He looked down. No burns. No scars. Is this real? He asked. She handed him a cup. It's what you wanted. The tea tasted like ashes. The final chorus. Days passed. Or maybe years. The house never changed. Neither did she. Every night, she sang him to sleep. Every night, the dream deepened. And every night, he forgot a little more. But one day, he found a crack in the wall. A small sliver. A glimpse of the ruined world outside. Fire, ruin, static, reality. He screamed. She appeared beside him, her smile hollow now. Don't fight it. This is all that's left. I want to wake up, he begged. She tilted her head, then break, fade out. In a quiet house inside a cracked mirror, a man sleeps while a woman sings lullabies of rust and ruin. Outside, no one remembers them. Inside, their screams never stop. And the dream continues to rot.